He keeps doing great things for me. Can I get a witness? Oh, he keeps, oh yeah, doing great things for me.
I had some major influences when it comes to playing. I know I mentioned earlier that my initial influence was Kim Postel Love. I'm sorry, I don't know what her last name is now, but um, she was my main influence. But she was from Philadelphia. So I saw her that one time, and that influenced me. But here in Toledo, the guitarist was Bishop Clifford Warren. We call him Bishop Buddy Warren. He was the main guitarist. Now I remember this, and he God rest his soul, but he remembers this story, and he told it a few times how. Again, I would only play on programs. So I was just learning. They would have programs, between while they were doing the offering. We would have a program. I got called up on the program, and I was going to play the guitar. And I stood in front of him, to use his guitar, and he looked at me as if I was an alien. Like, who is this uncircumcised Philistine in front of me wanting my guitar? A female at that. But it was funny, and I asked. I said, "Do you mind if I play?" And it took him a second, but he gave it to me. And after he heard me, it was on from then. And he did teach me a lot. He taught me some things. And not only him, we would travel to different churches in the area, like up in Detroit, where the guitar player was Teacher Felton Williams. That man, oh my goodness, he taught me a lot. But one thing I appreciate about him is he taught me more of the word. Every now and again he'll pick up his guitar and he'll play, teach me a few things, but I was influenced by him as well. Oh, Sonny Gaines, Cleveland, Ohio. He was more impressed with me than I was with him. I guess because I was a female, I don't know. But he was more impressed with me than I was with him. I loved his style because he played with the Golden brothers, Tubby Golden, the Mays. I can't think of his first name, but the Mazes, the band from Cleveland. They had their own style, and I loved it. And but those were a lot of my influences and people that actually sold into my life. They actually, showed me the ropes, so to speak, when it comes to playing. So that allowed me to gain my confidence. And so when it came down, around to when we would have our young people's assemblies, and granted, I'm from little old Stateline, I'm a female. So I had a lot of men to contend with when it came to playing during the assemblies. But when Stateline would have their day, which was usually a Thursday night, we would have our day. And it got to the point where, oh, wow, they can actually play, I'll never forget this one instance when up in Mount Clemens, Michigan. I'll never forget this Young People's Assembly. It was a catalyst for me because the service was so highly anointed. It was powerful. I played with Brother Kennard. He played the steel and I played the guitar. And I remember so vividly because it was getting near the end of the service and he packed his steel up. But I didn't. I still had the guitar. And I remember it was as if fire fell from heaven and it was so intense and I had to play by myself. That showed me a lot. Having to play by myself, having to hold it down by myself, and they were jumping and shouting and I did things I didn't realize I could do. But I'll never forget that service and the look on his face because it's like I'm like plug up and he was so watching me and he finally did eventually plug up. But I'll never forget that service because that also helped to push me because again I had to hold it down by myself and I'm thankful though that I didn't get the big head because I was watching how people are just the power of God is who really gets the glory. God gets the glory because I'm telling you I did things I didn't know I could do. But I'm thankful for the influences in my life. I'm thankful for all the ones that sowed into my life when it comes to playing. The others, some of them, most of them are gone on, but I thank God that I can continue on with the legacy of playing the guitar in the Church of the Living God. The style that I can play is because of the ones that have, paved the ground before me.
For me.